Well, that was weird. This is take 2. I had a good start, lasted for about 15 seconds, and then Facebook decided that it just didn't have enough bandwidth for me. So normally I go live on Thursday mornings. That's my regular Facebook Live time. I come on and I teach you stuff, especially things to do with growing a coaching business. Sometimes it's more personal development, ways that you can be more successful, that you can feel more confident. But today I thought I had this brainwave and I really wanted to come on and share it with you. So here we are. If you get my emails, if you're on my email list, you will know that this past weekend I sent out a link for a survey. And the question was, sorry, I got something itchy going on here on my face. The question was, how can I help you best? Most of the people that watch these videos, that look at my blog posts and any audios that I have as well, most of you guys are coaches. It is not exclusively for coaches. There are tons of great information for any kind of service-based entrepreneur. And I thought, you know, I'm getting ready to shoot some more videos, come up with some more ideas for Facebook Lives, write some more blog posts, create some more downloads. And I thought, I've got tons of ideas. I know all kinds of stuff that I could create for you. But I didn't know if that's what was going to help you best. So I thought, yep, let's create a quick survey. And if you've already responded, thank you. I so appreciate it. And I know that I've got a ton of responses already. If you're interested, there's a link for the survey in the comments. Depending on where you're watching it, it might be over here, or it might be down there. Click on the link. It takes 3 minutes to complete the survey, completely confidential. And I'd love to hear, what do you need more of? What do you want the most? Where are you the most challenged, especially around building a coaching practice? And before we go down that path, I thought that it would be helpful for you to, if I could share this quick tip. And I guess that's not quite right. It's not before we go down that path. I've had a peek at some of the responses. And the overwhelming biggest response that I've had from all the people who have taken this survey is, how do I get clients? I don't know how to get clients for my business. And so I thought, you know, everybody is always looking for the perfect way, that one way, one finger, one way that is going to make the most difference, that's going to help the most. There is no one perfect way, but there are better ways, there's more efficient ways, there's more heart-centered ways, there's ways that are more authentic for you. And so I thought, you know, I've got some different ideas. Let me come on and share a quick tip with you. It is a 3-step approach that you can use. Now, none of the tips that I'm going to share with you are going to be like magic. They're not going to be something that you just do it and you wrinkle your nose or snap your fingers and all of a sudden you're fully booked. And I want you to know that this is common for any kind of coaching practice, any kind of small business. Just because you do one thing once doesn't mean that it's going to fix your issue forever and ever and ever. Every one of us will go through highs and lows in our business. And I am always looking for new ways and new approaches to help you best. And most of the time, I'm also using these ways. I'm always learning for myself. And the ones that really work for me, I like to share with you. I'm not perfect. I don't have it completely figured out, but I know that I'm a couple of steps further down the path, a little bit farther than you might be. So 3 quick steps that you can take to start getting your coaching practice filled with clients. And here they are. The first is to show up. The second is to help. And the third is to make it easy. So it might sound a little cryptic. You're just kind of not sure what exactly are you talking about. But if you show up often and you help people, and then you make it easy for them to find you, that is the simplest, the most relaxed, the most human approach for getting clients. going to go a little bit deeper into each of these tips, but think about it. Think about it from the standpoint of being the coach. Think about it from, as you want to get clients, be very, very coach-like in your approach. Be very curious about the people that you meet. Be very open, listen deeply to them, create connection, help them to feel heard. All of these things are completely natural to a coach. You guys have done the training, you know all this stuff. So make sure that as you're looking to get clients, you are exceedingly coach-like in your approach. So 3 steps: show up consistently, help people, and make it easy. As always, you guys know I make little notes down here on my book. So when I talk about showing up, I'm talking about consistency. I'm talking about showing up more than once, showing up in a way that is authentic and open to creating conversation, open to creating a relationship. So you're not going to do one Instagram story and then never show up again and then wonder why nobody ever connected with you. You're not going to go to one networking event, one only, ever, and wonder why that didn't work. You got to decide, what are some ways to get out into the world that are authentic for you? Do you love Instagram stories? For me, I'm getting pretty happy doing Facebook Lives. So you're going to see me doing more Facebook Lives. What about face-to-face networking? Is that the thing that you really love? Is it maybe working within a volunteer organization that really sparks you? Is it another way that you're going to get out from behind your computer, get out into society and show up? So decide for yourself. How do you love to show up? You're going to, like I said, you're going to see me doing more Facebook Lives, because I know that even though I might show up in person, and I will be showing up even more in person, not everybody that I work with is close to me geographically. For you, you may be really, really happy getting together more with people face to face, and that's awesome. So show up consistently, show up frequently. Don't do it once, do it multiple times. If you're going to start attending a network event, make a commitment that you like that particular group. Show up repeatedly. If you like Instagram stories and creating conversation in that way, show up repeatedly, not just once a month and then don't show up again. Show up a couple of times a week. Show up daily, whatever is right for you. This consistent showing up is going to make you more visible to the people that might need your help. And it's only when they can see you, and maybe if they can find you more easily, that they start to trust you more, and they're going to feel more inclined to reach out and ask you a question. So that leads us to step number 2, not just showing up, but help the people, help anyone. You're probably part of some great Facebook groups. So how could you help people in those Facebook groups? Well, maybe every couple of days you go in and you have a look at what's conversation going on. What are people asking? Where are people needing some help? And look for the places that you actually can help. Not just the places that you say, oh yeah, thumbs up, great job. That's important too. But maybe a place where you can insert a thoughtful reply, where you've got some experience and you could really help somebody or further the discussion. Maybe Instagram is your place, and you see people Instagram stories, and there's a couple of people that you really enjoy seeing what they're doing. Maybe you reach out by DM to them. So show up and offer help. Help being something that is really useful. It doesn't have to be earth-shattering. It can be a small tip. It can be a thoughtful post that furthers a discussion. It can be reaching out to somebody and saying, hey, I want you to know that you really help me. You really impact me. I love looking at your Instagram stories. Or in the case of face-to-face networking, maybe because you continually show up at that same group, you can be the next person that when the newcomer walks in the door, you can say, hey, great to see you here. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. So helping people. Remember, people always need help. They've always got something going on. If it isn't a big problem, it might be a little problem. It may be a way of welcoming people more that's more important. So showing up consistently, frequently, and helping. It could be in going to the coffee shop and working from the coffee shop, or just hanging out for a little while and seeing who might need a bit of a hand. You never know who's going to need your help in a certain way. And it's all how you define help, right? Okay, so that's step 1, show up. Step 2 is help people. And step number 3, make it easy for them. So if you DM them, they can just respond to you. If you're in a situation where you're doing, for instance, lots of Facebook Lives, give them something in the comments where they can send you a little note. They can answer a question. They can further a discussion. Make sure that in your emails, you always have a place where they can just click on that link and book a sample session or a clarity call to get to know you a little bit better. So show up, help people, and make it easy for them to further the conversation. If you're at a face-to-face networking group, and in that example, maybe there's a new person that walks in the door, invite them to sit with you. Invite them, make it easy for them to be part of the group. So that's it for this particular Facebook Live. Quick tip, how to start getting more coaching clients. And you'll notice that none of these steps are earth-shattering. They seem very, very simple, but that's the magic of it. When you're in the right headspace and you're showing up authentically and you help people, they appreciate it. And that starts to create the relationship. And then you make it easy for them to reach out to you, to send you a quick note, to book a sample session, to continue the discussion. That is one of the most powerful ways for you to start getting coaching clients. Before we wrap it up, let's make sure that I've got everything here that I need. Didn't want to make a chance of missing anything. So yes, it is as simple as it sounds, and simple works. Small, consistent steps every day, every week is going to get you much, much farther to creating that coaching practice that you just love. So what are you going to do today? Pop a comment below. Tell me, what's the one step that you want to do today? How are you going to show up? How are you going to help? How are you going to make it easy for somebody to connect with you? Share with me in the comments below. And if you are interested, take my survey. I'd love to hear from you. I want to hear what's going on with you. There's places where you can choose multiple options of things that you want help with. And there's also places for free text where you can just type in what's going on for you. If that's too much of a problem, pop it in the comments below. I'm always listening. I always look at the comments, and I personally respond to everything too. So I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful day, and I hope you take my advice, listen to what I'm saying, and try it for yourself. Show up, help people, make it easy for them to get in touch with you. First steps in getting coaching clients. Talk to you soon. Bye.